Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. That's right. That's what that second M stands for. My name is Amin Hassan, joined as always by Big Jerv, Black Trey, producer Sean. We got a packed episode today. So much shit we got to get into. 25th anniversary of Tupac getting shot in Las Vegas. We'll talk about our memories of that day, share some other stuff, especially if you weren't old enough to remember this stuff. We'll walk you down memory lane. Also, we get into power being powerific. Boy, I tell you, is Lou dead? Absolutely not. Spoiler alert. Not because that's not spoiler alert because I've seen the next episode or anything. Spoiler alert because it's power. Also, we recap Oz, and Oz season 2 has begun for us, and let me tell you, they kick it off with a bang. A bang. But first, patreon.com/countthedings. That is where you want to be for all of the overflow content for BOMM. I'm going to tell you right now, there is an overflow episode coming for this one. We'll tell you what it is later on in the show. Also, the Cinephobes special edition episodes. We bring one out once a month, sometimes a couple times a month. Definitely want to catch those. They're hilarious, and they're only available to the Patreons. And finally, our live shows every other Wednesday. Shout out to everyone who turns out for those. We get a good crowd. We do Q&As. You get all the voices from across the BOMM network, Meek, B, Waz, all the names come out, including us, obviously. So again, patreon.com/countthedings. Don't miss it. All right, let's get this show started, and we start with I got back problems.
I watched them. We was hooping last week, bruh. I watched that man. I'm done playing basketball, but I watched that man take a dribble to the right. I went to take a sip of water. All I heard was that nigga start screaming. He said, "Oh shit, somebody shot me." So I'm like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" And he was like, "Oh," he was like, "Yo, did y'all just step on my foot?" Everybody was like, "No,
Achilles?
fam."
Did he rupture his Achilles?
Yeah. Ruptured it on a simple dribble. Like, we weren't doing shit but rise and shine, fam. Nothing crazy. Like, simple dribble to the right. And I was just like, damn, I should have got this on video, bro. I could have made a meme out of this shit. I could have made the Boys in the Hood John. I'd have went viral because it's him.
Ricky.
Yeah. Especially because that nigga said, "Yo, I feel like I got shot."
Yeah. That's supposed to be no joke, bro. Rolls up into the top of your leg, it's over with.
He's the second person I've seen live do it. Rupture, like either tear or rupture like an alphabet. So that was my cue, bro. I'm not about to be the third. So as of last Thursday, I gracefully bowed out of basketball. You will never see me play any type of pickup ever again. No.
It's like, look, this is why I'm so upset about getting hurt, not doing anything, because I realize now I've entered that next phase. Like, the last phase I was in was, look, man, why you want to play basketball? Just don't play. You'll never be hurt. And it was a wonderful phase. Like, dudes like, oh, we hooping. I'm like, oh, have fun. Like, I like getting up and not feeling sore in the morning, or just walking around and feeling all around generally fine. And now I can't even count on that, bro. I think that hurts probably more than the actual pain. Just knowing that, like, the days of me if I just live my life, don't try to do anything too athletic or acrobatic, I'm fine. I can't even do that anymore.
Said no matter what, it feels like you was hooping regardless. So might as well.
Man. That over 40 life is real, brother.
Bro, I'm talking about like this hip thing. I'm like, is this what like Johnny Flynn went through and fucking Isaiah Thomas? Like, no wonder these niggas like dropped out of the league as quick as they did. I would too, man. Like, this shit is the worst. It's the worst.
And even they were getting paid.
No, even back pain isn't as bad and I've had really bad back pain, but like the thing about back pain is there's always a position where you can stretch, where at least in those moments it'll feel a little better. You feel a little better while you're stretching. Then when you stop stretching, like, oh, it hurts again. But like, I can lie down like on my stomach or on my side or something when my back hurts, and I can make myself feel better temporarily, at least. This shit right here, yeah, this shit is I can't explain. Dog, this is the first time I can't sleep. I literally, any position I'm in, it just feels awful. Awful. What's the worst non-impact injury you've had? Because I know Trey gonna come with the meniscus. Trey, that's the worst one, right? Because Trey was at the board. That motherfucker wasn't even doing anything. He's right on a chalkboard, right?
I don't think I heard that story.
You know the Trey meniscus story?
I thought you were talking about the car accident. That's what I.
No,
nah, I tore my
That's
meniscus
impact,
teaching. So yeah, I was.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
This is one of the most famous stories in BOMM history.
Yeah, it's definitely. I ain't gonna go all the way through it, but you can go back and listen to that. But for the most part, I already had wear and tear on my knee from just playing, and particularly like this classroom was like built kind of strange. It had like this like where you step down, and I was giving a lecture, and I heard something like kind of like pop, but I also felt it, and it wasn't crazy painful, but I just could tell from like ACL and everything else that I've had before. And I was like, yo, this don't feel right. So I had a student assistant and I'm like, yo, come here. And I whispered in her ear, just like George Bush in 9/11 when he got the news, and was just like, yo, I think I tore my meniscus. And she's looking like, what? And I'm like, I tore my meniscus, yo. And it was so crazy because like I'm sitting there like, yo, this cannot be happening. Like I didn't do anything. So I waited. I pulled up my pants, and my knee is just like a grapefruit, bro. Like it is. I just don't even understand it. Like because I hadn't did any contact. So I go to the doctor. We do a little, X-ray, MRI, and stuff like that. I wait. I get the information back. They're like, yo, you tore your meniscus. What were you doing? I was like, bro, I was just teaching. I didn't do anything. I was like, how does this even happen? But we found out later on that it was just kind of hanging by a thread. And like, if I would have been playing basketball, it probably would have did something even worse.
Right. Cause some other damage.
Yeah.
Did you get it? You got it cut out or you got it stitched up?
I don't have one.
They cut it out. Your shit is over with. That's the difference.
You said, I've never heard Trey sound so sad. He said, I don't have one.
I mean, nowadays, I was talking to some dude. I went to this media run. It's an unofficial media run that they do out here in New York. And I was hooping. It was this guy. He's just dunking. Like, he's young, though. He's got to be in this, like, 28. Yeah. And I'm like, dang, I remember I could do that. And he's like, don't say, remember, you could do it. I'm like, bro, I have no meniscus, man. I'm like,
can't do it, dog.
It's over. It's over. Like I'm literally a point guard, bro. Like at this point, I play 3-point line and 3-point line if I'm going to play. He's like, nah, you just gotta get in there and drop some weight. And I'm like,
that's not
drop some weight.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm like, I'm not even a big dude, bro.
He probably was calling you all types of bitch-ass niggas in the
who the hell? Trey, hold on. But for the listeners who haven't seen Trey, like Trey's not, Trey is what I would, if you had to classify him, you'd say he's skinny, right? Trey, like, for sure. So you need to drop weight.
I'm probably a little bit above skinny now. Not
man, get the fuck out of here.
Can I throw a flag on the play? Can I throw a flag? There's no way. Yeah, you're skinny.
Are you slim thick? Is that what you're telling us?
No. I would like to think that I'm solid. I'm legit 185 pounds now, bro. You haven't seen me, Jerv, in a minute, bro. Quarantine weight. I'm probably like 20-something pounds heavier.
Still, though,
like, it's not a gut. It's not a gut. I'm actually by the what is the index chart? What is it? What is it? The body index chart?
Body mass index.
Body mass.
That bullshit that they trying to say what we're supposed to be. I'm supposed to be your weight, bro.
No, but I'm saying I'm actually that line now. Like, you know what I mean? For my height, I'm 6'1", 185. Like, I'm literally what I'm supposed to be.
Yo, you're only 6'1"?
Yeah. I thought
you're taller because I'm about to say, because I'm 6'1", and you're taller than me.
Hey man, whatever
He
you
said
want to
that
put
you
on the
not
dating
6'1",
apps.
Jerv.
Bro, I probably got I probably was shrunk, dog. Listen, I'm 40. You
Jerv is
shrink when you
6'1"
get
and
older.
Jerv is 6'1", man. But I am deceptively tall to a lot of people. A lot of people think I'm probably 5'8", 5'9", but
you mean like before they meet you?
sometimes, but then also from far away. And then they walk up and they're like, yo, nigga.
Yeah,
you
I
kinda
definitely
tall.
thought he was 5'8", 5'9" before we met the first time. Because when I saw him, I literally said, "Yo, dog, I ain't think you was this tall,
dog."
But I'm also like stretched too. My arms is long as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I got long ass arms, so like that's the weird shit about it.
That shit happens to me all the fucking time. And oh man, you tall. I didn't know you were that tall. I'm like, nigga, you stand next to fucking Paul Pierce and Tracy McGrady all day long, and then look how tall you look. Be like that picture of Rick Ross.
Oh, with the twin towers,
the Morris twins.
Yeah.
Sick man.
Shout out to Philly, man. Champions.
Yeah, man.
Champions.
Champion. Doesn't one of them have
one?
one?
Talking about the Morris brothers. So it's only one has one.
Oh yeah, Marcus ain't win one.
Take that trip down 95, bro. Come get yourself a ring. We do.
Down 95. The nigga he plays for the Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking?
He's just talking, bro. He's just talking at this point, bro. It's a typical Jerv.
Down 95. That what that is? That's his Philly inferiority complex talking, because he just figures the dude played for New York. That's what that is. Like, oh, come down 95, come down 95.
I thought he was still with the Wizards to keep it all the way real. So I should have said come up 95.
That's
all
the
the way
wrong
real. I
one.
thought he was still with
the one that played for the Wizards got a
How do you
championship.
tell the difference?
One can shoot the other. Well, one shoots from the outside and the other plays like mid post.
But what are you trying to say? That you could get a ring in Philly? Is that what you mean?
Nah, I think he was just shouting out the Philly natives. He was shouting out Philly natives.
No.
He was talking about going up to the Sixers and getting the ring.
No.
Oh, you going to join the Sixers?
Yeah, bro.
Come on, bro.
Hey,
one or two pieces away.
All right, man.
Come on.
Listen, I don't want to turn this into a sports show, bro.
I know. I love the idea of Trey trying to clean it up for Jerv. And Jerv said, "No, I don't need this shit to be clean. I need it all the way.
I know what I said.
Dirt and pasta sauce all over this shit." By the way, speaking of which, I just want to say, man, this motherfucker Jameis Winston, he gives me so much joy. I'm glad he's back starting. Yo, Sean, I'm about to send you this clip right now.
Yeah.
It's a quick clip. But this is the nigga in the post game.
Yeah, I saw this. I got you. I know.
Yeah. You gotta put it in this thing right here, because it's the funniest shit. This is they won the game. They beat the shit out the Packers. He threw for 5 touchdowns, right? And after the game, they're asking him about his mindset. And by the way, let me just say this right now. I've been saying this. As soon as I found out that nigga got LASIK, I was like, watch out. He's about to be nice as fuck now. And I was like, no, it can't be. Bro, look at every picture of Jameis before this, or I guess before. Squinting like super squinting like he don't even speak the language. Squinting like squinting like Kenny and Oz when they asked him to read.
He wasn't rocking contacts.
Nah,
nothing, bro.
Nah. So me and Zach did this whole thing on the radio. On our radio show we do on Mad Dog Sports on Friday nights. The dude threw like his last season starting for the Bucks. He threw for 30 interceptions and 32 touchdowns.
Man went 30.
Do you know, in the history of football, there has never been anyone who threw more than like 18 touchdowns if they threw 30 interceptions. So like this dude clearly is nice with it. It just he can't see shit. He's throwing at the other team thinking that's his teammate and shit. But nigga, accurate as hell, right? So as soon as I found out he got the LASIK, I said, watch this. He's about to be nice as shit. Are we ready with that clip, Sean?
Yeah, it's loading up right now. It should be 1 second. But yeah, he's always trying to sound super smart, trying to be
deep. That nigga always want to be deep and inspirational. He always want to be deep and inspirational, and he's terrible at it. And I love it. I hope he never changes. I hope he never gets better at it. I hope he just stays just as.
He used to have good pregame speeches, and then
he
left. No.
The nigga be eating W sandwiches.
That's when it went left. Right around the crab
forgave that nigga for that, bro.
Right around the crab leg era. Right when that happened,
bro. I'm gonna tell you,
going...
when they were on Hard Knocks, that was like, to me, when I saw him on Hard Knocks, I'm like, oh, this nigga dumb. I mean,
country boy.
I should say dumb. I'm just saying, like, yeah, he's a football guy. He's what you imagine a football player. Let's see here.
Yeah, he had his he's just super country, man. His grandma lived in like the old school back country crib, still didn't want to leave, you know what I'm saying? It was just he's just a country dude.
Just a good old boy.
Did an amazing job, and the defense stood up and they showed out. How did the defense in the running game give overall shape to the way this played out, Jameis? I just think we were prepared. You know, one thing my trainer, he told me, he said, what did he say?
He said, what did he say? He said he told us just be prepared.
Hey, shout out to him, man, because a lot of niggas would have made us some fly shit that they trainer said. So shout out to him for keeping it real.
Bro, no, he was gonna try to do that.
That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah,
he couldn't think of anything. He didn't.
Right.
But honestly, how many times have we been like that where we talking to somebody and that shit happened? That's the most realistic situation that you possibly could think of, and I really fuck with him for that, because he definitely could have just.
I don't know what he said. What did he say? Man. I'm saying, like, here's the thing.
Good.
Last year, we didn't get to talk to this nigga because he was a backup, so we never, never get interviewed as a backup. Yeah. Now he's back. I'm like, man, the game missed you, bro. The game missed you. We needed this, man. We've been craving this.
You know what's crazy to me? He was the only backup quarterback to get an interview last year.
Oh, did he get interviewed?
He's the only backup quarterback to ever get talked to, like, hey, yo, bro, blah blah blah. And I think it was when Drew Brees went down for like one time, and they talked to him. And I was like, damn, they actually, I forgot he was backup.
He's interview gold, bro. He's interview gold.
They tried to play him, dog. So I'm glad he's back too, for real.
So as I said earlier, he used to squint like Kenny on Oz try to read. Yo, I laughed my ass off, man. That shit was so funny to me, man. This thing was like just completely blind, man. What a great 2-part beginning to season 2 of Oz, huh? First of all, these guys, the balls on the writers to call episode 1 The Tip.
Yeah,
just a different time.
This is crazy. I love that Jerv fast forwarded it on his, just
he's
not. I forgot about that shit.
Oh no, my brother. I
forgot about that shit.
As soon as he walked over and he said, "Yo, whoop-de whoop,
man, suck my dick." Hey man, suck my dick. Wait, what'd you call it, Jerv?
Jerv said a meaty. He called it a meaty. What is a meaty, dog? A meaty is.
I mean, that's what we call it in Philly.
Yo, let me get a meaty.
A meaty?
Crazy.
Yeah, meaty. Let me get a meaty. Well, I don't. Yeah, that's kind
I've never heard that in my life.
A meaty sound even more wild,
more flagrant.
That shit sound like some shit you order in wild late. You don't want nobody to hear.
Wait, guys is telling shorties to give him a meaty?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Say that again.
Hey, what was your order? I said, let me get a meaty.
And it just sound like some pizza, G.
Extra large.
That's like, hey, asking for a meaty is like trying to eat a glizzy in front of like a lot of people.
Yeah. Same thing.
It's like a lot of privacy, man. Look, man.
Wait, have y'all heard that before, Trey? And Amin?
Never, bro.
I never heard that shit ever.
Yesterday was. I was
giving him shit
days
in the
old.
chat about it.
Yeah,
that's why.
It is what it is. That's what So everybody got their little slangs.
We get a one-off from Rock, Charles S. Dutton.
Man. No. Well, I think he comes back because he said at the end, "I'm gonna." He said, "I don't want to be Attorney General. I'm gonna run for governor.
I'm gonna run for governor."
I remember. I remember that was a storyline later on, like the election, because they were following it in Oz. They were watching
third season to me.
Yeah. It's way down the line. It's not.
He had a bullshit ass goatee. He had me hot, but he was obviously the law school dean investigator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And asking all these questions. you know, I thought that was hilarious. And then obviously they were recapping what actually happened in the riot and trying to put
I
pieces
forgot
together.
who shot Ross. Was it her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
It
so.
was her.
Yeah,
I don't remember. It's crazy.
It happened so fast. And then we go into the next episode where McManus is trying to be the good guy and he's trying to bend the rules now. Like he's had some life-changing experience and he's trying to get guys to graduate and graduate from, get their
GED.
GED in Oz. Yeah, and I'm just like, bro, fuck out of here. But it was funny because, like you mentioned, Kenny getting upset about, you can't read, you can spell one of that. He's like, you just mad because you ain't got no vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? So he getting upset and he pressing everybody. But yeah, that shit, it was cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm honestly waiting on what's the name to show up, LL Cool J in this season.
So is it this season that he does?
Yeah,
it is early. It is early. Jiggy Walker, yeah. So all right, so a couple of things. So a couple.
Sean hasn't seen it.
Sean, you're gonna love Jiggy Walker. Let me just say that right now. But the two characters that were introduced, one of them we spent some time with. One of them we didn't spend a whole lot of time with. Robson is the dude that gets his dick bit off. So Robson's gonna be like a mainstay the rest of the show. Like he wasn't just the nigga that gets his dick bit off in the one episode and disappeared. He gonna be there for a while. The other dude who I forgot about, this used to be my man, 100 Grand, Busmalis. All he had was the one line in the episode was I'm an Agamemnon Busmalis. They call me the mole. I'm gonna dig out of Oz. That's gonna be a storyline. Let me tell you right now, that's gonna be a storyline. But him and Ribido become homeboys. And so that's like the duo. That's funny when they put him in the pod and Hill was like, how the fuck I get in the others group? I fucking killed a cop. A nigga mad they didn't respect in the street cred. Putting him in with Beecher and the other two. Beecher meanwhile is going crazy.
Batshit crazy. I mean,
to the point where nobody want to fuck with him.
Beecher.
I mean, can we understand why he's going batshit crazy?
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny that like the dude that everybody was like passing around like a carton of cigarettes now is the dude that everybody's afraid of because off the rip of one thing, because he bit a nigga dick off. And by the way, I just want to point out right now, he didn't bite his dick off immediately. That nigga gave him a couple of 2-3 gucks.
A guck is crazy.
2 or 3 gucks. Like right before my man was in the ultimate agony. Right before my man Robson was in ultimate agony. He was in heaven for a second there. He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my man was getting served and then he just bit him up.
I guess that's the strategy. You
nigga spit his tip. Nigga spit his tip like it was policies.
What he spit it? Oh my god, like pumpkin seeds. Sunflower seeds. And then spat again when he got to the hole.
Like that nigga was a fucking starting pitcher.
That's the Yankee Stadium.
He spit that nigga meat off, nigga, like it was a piece of sunflower seed.
That's what happens. That's the risk you run, though.
That's what I tell people, man. When I say Oz, this is the most graphic show ever, man.
Oh,
these ain't fucking around.
My
this
nigga
ain't
was
no
looking at a
break,
Hustler
kids.
mag. My nigga trying to get hard. He was like, "Yo, my dick works. My dick works. I got hard. So funny.
Can't spadoosh.
I don't know, man. Like, how much of that? I'm just saying. Like, I was looking at my dick. I'm like, how much do I need? Like, in order for me to, like, get through my days. Did they sew it back on? Like, how's that work? Because I kind of feel like getting hard and busting and all that shit, that shit comes from the base. It don't come from the top. The top is just the fucking.
No, that's all the sensation, though.
The hood ornament.
Nigga over here about that nigga shit about to look like a dog chewable toy, nigga.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm gonna be very real, very open and honest. That's what BOMM is, an open and honest format. Personally, all the best feelings to me come on my shaft, man. like the head, like leave it alone. That's like gloss over it. Get to the shaft. Now we're talking. Now we're up to business.
Yo, this man out of control, bro.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'd rather give you my tip. That's what he said, pretty much. You can have the tip.
You can have the tip. Don't worry about getting it back sewn on. None of that. Just as long as
that's the name of this pod, by the way. You can have the tip.
You can have the tip. Wild times.
Another storyline that's going to continue to come back again and again throughout this show is Warden Glenn's daughter getting sexually assaulted. Yeah. Like that's not like a one-off thing. That is something that's going to stick around, not just this season, in future seasons.
No, I figured that because he's just going to be that it's just going to be such pent-up anger on that.
Yep, it's
going to get released in different.
I think it was turned into a dickhead. That nigga said, "Stand there and don't do nothing till 4 o'clock."
Yo, till 3:55 or whatever. Then clean my fucking bathroom, nigga. And it's like, you fucking with me? It's like, you goddamn right, I'm fucking with you. I was like, oh, that might be the worst punishment. My man stood in the corner for 4 hours and then had to clean the bathroom after that. Oh my God. He's definitely gonna hit the secretary though, right? Someone's getting those cheeks.
I hope so. I think
whether Alvarez or Glenn, somebody working.
I think somebody gonna start closing for sure. Easy call.
Sure. It seems like she's ready.
She was looking. She be looking too much.
Yeah, too much. My man said it's like, yo, I noticed you looking at me when I look at
never
you.
live, Chico.
Never lie.
Power.
Oh, power.
It was really, that shit really felt like a soap opera this time. I was like,
they had to go back to the old
question
shit.
number one. Question number one: is Lou dead?
No.
Fuck no.
Yes.
He's not. He's not dead because the record label.
Yeah, he's got a strong arm, my man.
That's not why. That's not why.
Oh, don't take the tryout.
He's not dead because it's power. That's why.
That too, but I'm just saying, like, they put so much emphasis into him owning 50%. Yep. He gonna be out of the game, I think, after this, because he's gonna be so, I guess, quote unquote, fucked up. And then obviously Kanan's gonna become a muscle.
Okay.
And then the brother is obviously gonna come back in because that's all Rock has.
Oh, I already saw it. I already saw the preview for the next episode, and he's there
revolution.
With exactly. Yeah, he's sitting there. So what we gonna do now, Rock? And Rock's like, a new revolution. And whenever I watch Power, whenever I watch Oz and then Power like back to back, it makes me realize like how much better the acting is on Oz. Because I was watching Rock, my man Rock from Oz, not Rock from Power, and in the Warden when they're talking, and I was like, damn, these niggas are acting their ass off right here, man. Like they actually like, and then turn around in Power and fucking Joey Badass is doing whatever Joey Badass is doing. You need to send a motherfucking message. This right here. It's a motherfucking message.
Yeah, I guess he's not dead. I guess he's not dead because it'll be something that Marvin can say he did right, saved his life, and then he can try to get back in some good graces too. But yeah, so
Jerv,
no chance.
No, it's no. Listen, all that sounds logical. What you saying? Why he's not dead? Amin already said it. He's not dead because his power. We watched 50 get burnt alive, and then he came back the next season with no burn marks.
That's still one of the greatest comebacks.
A little ashy,
it was crazy.
Like you trying to tell me this little house fire got my man? Nah, no way.
He didn't even burn. He didn't even burn. Just smoke. Just smoke. Didn't get shot. By the way, did Marvin get shot or no?
No.
He's the worst driver of all time.
It was just he always crashing shit.
God. Why can't he just make it to where he needs to get?
I thought he was trying to ram into them, and they're like, oh shit, they were parked right out front. And then I was like, they drove off. I'm like, wrong car, dickhead.
Yeah, he just ducking and shit. And I thought he got hit up. You know what I mean?
I thought he got hit too.
But then they pulled the backdraft shit and he's carrying Marv out of the shit. Like it was crazy.
You would think he got hit up. You look at the bullet holes in his car, it's right there where he's at. He doesn't have bulletproof windows.
I mean, they shot the house up. He
But-
doesn't have
but look,
bulletproof
we-
windows, but he does have bulletproof siding because, like, under the window, you won't get shot.
Yeah.
Like, he was just running. That shit just went pew.
But let's dial back a little bit. Now we know how Jukebox is going to become a cop because the lady, what's her name's partners, did a favor
She bailed
for
her
her.
out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
okay.
not
Now
bailed her
she
out,
gonna be going to look like, why'd you do it? And blah blah blah. And then they might even start messing around, or
Ooh,
she
that's very
shows her
power
ropes.
esque.
That's very power esque, right?
Yeah, high school.
I mean, come on, do anybody care now at this point?
I mean,
like,
I mean, I feel like
we just found out that DEF CON was, left-handed. If
left-handed.
that's the term.
Have you ever heard that term?
I've
never
never
heard that term
that
before.
I hadn't heard that
But
either.
I like it though because it's
Yo,
safer.
but I knew what she was talking about immediately
No,
of
yeah,
course,
it's
when
just,
she said it.
totally. But it was
So I was
killer
like,
to
oh,
sneak
yeah.
it in and just make it seem like it was just like, hey, the boy left-handed. You feel me? Which is kind of rude to niggas that's actually left-handed. So,
yeah.
like, all right, cool. But what were you gonna say, Jerv? Because you look like you mind blown.
I just realized, like the cop had this 5-minute conversation with Rock, right?
Right.
Kanan's how old?
15.
Okay. So for 15 years, Rock has just stood tall on this lie, whatever. You trying to tell me after a 5-minute conversation, she's just like, fuck it. I'll just tell my kid everything that I've told him is a lie.
Because, dog,
Well,
the thing is about like he about to put them
Shit-
like he's using it as a leverage, even though
shit
he
gets
probably don't
serious.
want to. But it was
Yeah,
like,
okay.
all right, Kanan could either go to jail or
right.
Rock loses the streets because she's fucking
He-
this
now-
cop.
Here's the fucked up part. First of all, it's funny to me that Rock would lose the streets because she's fucking a cop. Meanwhile, in Power Book 2, Mary J. Blige is fucking a cop and everything's all good.
Yeah, but I
Right.
guess
And Power Ghost.
I guess Rock is laid down the foundation that it's okay to fuck a cop.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I don't
All right.
know.
No,
It's
there you go.
like,
It's true. It's a prequel.
it's like we don't get Kobe without MJ.
Oh my God, I
Feel me?
hate
You
that.
gotta pay it. You gotta pay homage.
Yo, so
Shout out to Rock.
number two question is, on some fucked up level, I know like Omar Epps is like, yo, I want to get to know my son. How could you not tell me he was my son? Da-da. But on some fucked up level, you really want to get to know that nigga because he needs his bone marrow.
Right.
Like, that's
That's
what this
all.
is about. You
I
got
mean, at the
Oh
end of the
shit,
day,
I
he
forgot
just
all
really-
about that.
Yeah,
That's
he
all
just
this
fake
is
using.
about.
He fake care. He don't care about that
Man.
nigga. He trying to draw him in, and eventually that nigga still gonna die, but not this season. I think they're gonna drag it out.
how about the white girl trying to set up my man Marvin?
Yeah, I thought that was a bomb at first. I was like,
Me
damn.
too. I was like, oh shit, they
I was
really,
like,
really
nigga,
keeping this
nigga
up a
about to
notch.
smash and then get blown up. That's crazy. The
Yeah.
beef is real. That's what I was. But nah, she was really just trying to get some.
She asking stupid ass questions.
Shout out to
So-
Marvin for not falling for that pump fake either.
That
yo,
weak
because
ass
She
pump
was
fake.
terrible.
Yeah.
But
Dog,
the
she
thing
was worse.
Terrible.
She was worse than fucking Dave Chappelle in Half Baked
Half-Baked.
when they went into Samson. It's like,
Lord have
can
mercy.
we buy some drugs off of you? and he said, yes.
Candy
Here, what do you have?
makes you
What do we have
dandy.
there? Yeah, candy makes you dandy. Pine China. Yeah, but what is that like in regular terms? Would you call it cocaine? That's what she was doing. I'm like, why are we? Come on. You got to be slicker than this.
Shamar
Meanwhile, my man-
Moreface is gonna go get in with
you-
Rock
you-
too.
you-
He was
yeah,
over there
you-
cleaning
you
that
saw him.
that glass too good. He over there.
Ooh,
looked-
you know
he
what?
looked
She's
like
gonna get him the
every
club.
Every nigga fucking eavesdropping in the history of like
Yeah, he about to
they
run
do
the
that
club.
thing where like
He about to
they're
run the
doing
club.
like chores, but they open their
Mhm.
eyes really wide. Like
and
created
since when
that
do
swag?
cops talk to informants so broadly in public like that, or even if that's not public, so loud, like with other people in the room?
yeah.
I mean,
No,
I'm
when he
listen,
turned the
again.
when he turned the corner, when he went back and then looked back, he was like, and then he ended up going back to the back. It was like, yeah, bro.
You know what
He
it
really-
reminded me of? It reminded me of the Mace picture. That's like this.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Shit crazy, dog. But yeah, I mean, and then also Kanan just fucking up, bro. Like the blue tops is everywhere. I'm sure that what's the name's mama died off of that shit. You feel me?
Who?
On the OD.
Oh
His-
no, but
his-
they said she died a month ago though. She's been dead a month,
Yeah,
which
she
is what
dead
I
a
figured.
month.
It's what I figured because the girl was like babysitting her sister 24/7. I thought it was one of two things: either the baby sister was actually her baby, and it was one of those things where they're trying to hide it,
Yeah.
or the mom was dead and she'd been faking that her mom is just busy or whatever.
Mhm.
So, but where does
Does
she
she
end
come
up?
to
And
live
then-
with? Does she come live with Kanan now? Because he's got to get her pregnant, right?
I mean, unless he gets someone else
I
pregnant.
mean, he ain't like that
That's
yet,
true.
bro. He ain't like that yet. He gotta. I think now the
They already
evolution.
gave us the power hint, though, bro.
No, but here's the thing.
They gave us the hint last week.
But no, here's the thing. As far as the revolution, I think that he gets some balls. He starts laying down, learning all of a sudden how to get all these tactics. He just goes to skill 16, and he's starting to like be able to stone cold killer in this good ass crack cooker. You know what I mean? And he's going to start.
Good ass crack.
Yeah, for real. I mean, he's just going to be the
Maybe,
guy.
maybe that
bro.
should be the title of the episode. Good ass
Good-ass
crack
crack
cooker.
No, but I think like I agree with you, Trey, because I think they were trying to, because the moms is coming with the crazy tough love. Like, yo, you think like essentially your friend being dead's on you now. Like she just giving it to him real and raw.
Hey, she slapped
some
that nigga
grow
like
up.
Michael and Godfather too, my nigga. She leaned into it. I ain't never seen somebody get slapped and they fall. Why,
Right.
nigga, it ain't never been no slap that hard. Normally niggas turn their head and turn back slow while holding their shit and be like,
Trey, you gotta
She put her
understand this.
weight on that one.
This nigga's clearly never been slapped before. That
He
was the
failed.
fall. That was the fall of someone who's never been beaten by their parents, and that's the first time the parent put hands on them. And it's like it's the shock that drops. It's not the slap. It's just you slapped me because you saw him. That's how I knew
nigga.
he's on the
Hey,
floor. That nigga
he
didn't
look
even
like
look up.
Jameis
He just
Winston
held
too,
it.
by the way.
He does.
He
Like a
does,
fat
bro. That nigga
But
when
yeah,
he
though.
fell on the ground and he damn near stormed off, and it was hilarious. But I also like that now all of a sudden she like, damn, Kanan's right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show him the game. Also, your Uncle Lou down, he was one of my strongest, loyalist soldiers. All I got is you, K.
Right. That's exactly
So now
what
the
it is.
nigga gotta grow up fast. He's getting baptized in fire.
Exactly.
And you know, in this
And
situation,
Marvin's an
either,
ex-fiend.
Oh man,
nah, that was crazy to hear, but
That was a crazy story.
yeah.
said the nigga tried to, he was so high, he tried to sail to the pole. Hey,
Yeah.
bro, what?
As they were trying to arrest him, by the way.
Now
Hey,
I
you
wonder how it works where Juke becomes a double agent. You feel me?
A dirty cop. Like
A
how does
dirty
she
cop.
I
Like
could see how she becomes a cop. I'm trying to figure out how she becomes a dirty cop.
how she gets accepted by Rock. Like, look,
It's like what you
Rock.
call it? What's that? What was that movie? What that they did twice? One had Jack Nicholson, excuse me, and the other one had Johnny Depp in it. The
Remember The
Irish
Departed?
Mob
Donnie
movie.
Brasco. Donnie
Departed.
Brasco.
Johnny Brasco.
No, The Departed. No, The Departed.
Oh,
Okay.
It's gonna be just like that. Like she's going to be in the system for them.
yeah.
For
Yeah,
Kanan,
so-
basically.
So here's the thing. No, it's not for Kanan. It's for Rock because Rock.
Rock,
Remember when
Rock's
Rock
got the
found
special
out that she was
relationship with
gay? She was like, "That's cool. You
fucked
love
with
who
her.
you want. I know your dad. I know my brother. He's a fucking moron, whatever. But like anything you need." She did the whole put the arm around her
Mhm.
thing. So like basically the two like positive role models in her life are Rock and then the cop.
And then Shorty, yeah. So it's gonna be like playing both parts. Now Rock can pull up in the car.
Yeah.
Jukebox can pull up in the Popo car and really now tell a Spanish connect. Like, look, I got a real end. I don't even need old boy. Because once she start doing that, she can cancel out Omar Epps. You feel me?
Yep.
Like, I don't need you no more. I got Juke in.
Can we talk about Rock killing the abusive?
We knew it. We knew it. We were waiting on that to happen. We were
Yeah.
just like,
Like,
how and
yeah.
when?
How many more
You know what I mean?
episodes?
Right.
But
was-
also like
Go
the
ahead.
way she the way Juliana, what's her name? Is it Juliana?
I have
The way
no
she
idea,
instigated
bro.
that shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
She brought him the food and then like just threw that shit at that nigga. I was like, what?
No.
Yeah.
She put the first plate down nicely, and then the coffee she threw it and hit him with
Threw
it.
that shit at the nigga.
The first one was cool. The coffee
Somebody
one
watched
was
Color
crazy.
Purple.
That shit was funny.
That nigga took off his belt.
somebody was Sealy. She did the Sealy. And he just took off running. Of course, he hits the corner and he sees her loked up in her all black, and she's just like, did it so casually. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
And he just
Yeah,
drops.
yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And she's like,
For
my God.
forever, and all the mother niggas just like you. Pew, pew, pew. We hit him with a couple more.
No blood
Yeah.
splatter, nothing. It's just no face swipe. Oh, power.
And then
Power
walked
never
out.
change. Please never
Almost
change.
stepped
Power.
on his head on the way out.
Yeah, bruh.
She stepped over his head like fucking
You know what they did?
Iverson.
Hey, you know what's funny? I stepped over like Irish. The funniest shit was when they was out to dinner, and bruh was like, "I seen you with the informant. I mean, with the police." And he did this little gesture, and niggas put out the gun. And Rock helped her main bodyguard nigga was like,
That nigga, I was like, you are the worst. You are the absolute worst bodyguard ever. Because
ever. I would have fired that
first of
nigga
all,
right then and there.
yeah. First of all, nigga, I would have done this. I would have done, nigga, why are you sitting down? Like,
Right. Where you
Yeah,
sitting in
like,
the
nigga,
middle.
Well,
Well, in his
surrounded.
defense, he's surrounded by about 5 to 6 guns, and they all caught him off guard. So I gotta imagine if he stepped
Bro,
up at any
you
point,
ain't on
he
your
was
P's
laid
and
out.
Q's watching my back
No,
then,
yeah.
Buster.
Oh,
He's,
all right, I got you on that,
he's
Buster.
sitting in the middle of a circle of them. He's allowing them to circle him. And when everyone started pulling their guns, he's like, did I pack my gun? Like, he just looked completely lost.
Bro.
Here's an idea. Stand up. Stand your ass up over there by the door.
Why are you sitting down?
Sitting down. Why are you sitting down?
You know, that nigga was patting himself like he left his wallet on a date. That nigga
For
was
real.
like,
He definitely did this shit, right? He did the Macarena for sure.
hey, that's my favorite thing to do in New York, my nigga. When nigga like, hey, my nigga, you got $1? I'll be like, no, and I damn near ain't got no dollar on me, dog. Like, don't even ask me, bro.
Can't help you, bro.
You got a cigarette? You got an umbrella? You don't got no damn umbrella in your pocket. Why you even patting your shit? And niggas act like that's the best gesture to make a nigga feel better. Like, hey,
that means I tried. Trey, that means I tried.
it,
I tried. I'm attempting. Maybe if I touch something will up. No umbrella.
By the way, New York City is fucking back, bro. It's back. I never thought that.
Ever since Cuomo went down,
it's
man.
fucking back, bro. Niggas is catching taxis. Nigga, the rent about to go up. Cause nigga, it was ridiculous. This shit looked like it was back, bro.
Dog, September, October, the best months, bro. Everyone's back from their New York,
so nice.
their Hampton spots. Everybody back in the city. September, October. The weather, it's not as humid. It doesn't stink like it usually does. It's decent.
Enjoy that shit while you can, my G, because in about 60 to 90 days, it's gonna be all
guess
shut
who's
down
doing?
again.
Hey, guess who's doing the drop-in?
But you already come on, man. You act like I wasn't here in January.
Yes,
that shit was bad in January.
January, February, the worst.
No, it was OD in January.
It was
last January.
It was 110 yesterday in Phoenix.
Oh, it's terrible. I do not love that. I do not love that.
Like, come on, man.
It's dry heat though, bro.
That's the. I mean, but listen, I love when niggas say that. That's
just so bullshit.
Yo, no, you know what? You know what else is a dry heat? Fire, like an actual fire jumping into flames. That's a dry heat.
I'm telling nigga Sean like trying to win me over. Nigga, I was there for 6 years. That shit was cool, but it also was weak. Like, if you just hate being cold, go there. But if you hate being hot, don't like. It's just it's no in between. Like,
I'm gonna tell you right now, my kids started crying yesterday. They got in the car because we parked and we got in the car and we weren't even like gone that long, but the seats
was hot.
Yo,
the
like
leather.
my kid was like standing in the seat with the seat
they got on shorts. Hey, because they got on shorts too. Like, you know, your legs it's all bad, bro.
Exposed. I said, I put it on them. I was like, see, that's why you're supposed to wear pants.
You got leather seats though. Got to.
Hold on. This nigga said wearing pants though.
Yeah, I said that's why you got to be wearing
pants at 110 degrees. You want to fall out for sure. You just want to fall out. out.
And the worst part is, like, my car, the front seats have like the AC in them. The back seats do not. So I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell y'all. I feel fine.
Hey, the craziest shit. I love how niggas try to lobby they pool like that's an option. Niggas that don't live there, they get an Airbnb. Like, I'm gonna just be in the pool. Nigga, the water be hot too, nigga.
No, I like that.
Be demon.
Trey, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I've reached a point that when I go other places and I stay at a hotel and it's like 80 degrees and I see people in the pool, I'm like, are you insane? You're gonna get pneumonia that way. Like, it is way too. I need it to be 98 at least.
My nigga, as soon
98
as you
at
get
least.
out, that
Get-
motherfucker be looking like that shit be fucking weather slavery. That
You
boy,
just
that
be like,
sun be whipping your
bro,
back, nigga.
you get it.
be
You
like,
get in. Yeah. When it's like 80 degrees, it's
no, I'm
freezing,
talking
man.
about
I'll be like,
110 when you get
oh
out
no,
that
110.
motherfucking water.
110, I get out. I'm like Marty McFly in Back to the Future 2. My shit dries instantly. Psst, your clothes are now dry. I'm like,
You
oh
be out
shit.
here, you be out here with you be ashy as a motherfucker.
Ashy, super ashy though.
That
Super
water,
ashy.
boy. But it be
Yo.
it's like staying in the house, leaving my AC room.
Real quick. It's the 25th anniversary of Tupac Amaru Shakur being assassinated. He was the first rapper I remember that used the word assassinated for. And then after that, everybody got assassinated. It was like Pac was the turning point. Do you remember where you were when you discovered Pac got shot?
I got to sit this one out, fellas. I was what, 5? I was like 5.
Damn,
Where
you was
wow.
Blue's Clues. You was
Because this is
93,
this is
right?
96.
96,
Nah, it's
bro.
96.
I thought it was 90.
96.
Okay, I was 8, so
And it's 25 years.
I can still set it out. Yeah, I'm sure my math is trash. yeah, okay, 96. I still
So
too green.
you for you it's like Pac is like Elvis. That nigga been dead. Like that's your
I
earliest
wouldn't
memory.
go Elvis, but he was. I don't have any recollection of like
Tupac alive.
His
not when he was
Tupac
alive.
is. Go ahead.
I caught like Juice and shit like that. Like that's
But
like
that was
but like that's
later.
Yeah, it's later.
But like in the moment, like you don't remember like that. Like I'll give you a great example. When I remember I just got to Atlanta and they said Tupac got shot. And I said, again? I was trying to figure out whether they meant he got shot that one time, outside the studio, or was this a new shooting? And then I said, no, it's a new shooting. And I kind of shrugged. I'm like, that nigga's gonna be all right. Like, well, it's like it's almost like I almost felt like, here you go, this thing. Like it's kind of like Anthony Davis. He really gets hurt, but every time he gets hurt, like, here goes this nigga again. Like, ooh, okay, what is it this time? So that's what I kind of felt like. There was no part of my mind that could process that he would be dead. Like, not in a like, oh, it's a conspiracy thing. I was like, nah, that nigga's fine.
Right.
Jerv, do you remember where you were when Pac got shot?
I don't remember where I was when he got shot because I believe I was probably asleep. But I remember where I was like the next day.
Like when you found out, nigga. That obviously I'm not talking about like you got Spidey sense. Something's wrong with Pac.
Yeah, nah. I mean, a friend of mine called me, and let me know I was in the crib or whatever, and I remember that, and I remember where I was like when I found out he died. You know what I mean? Also, like I was at a football game, and out of nowhere, a chant just broke out that Tupac's dead, and this is before social media or whatever. And we were trying to do I went to a white
retweet in the 90s.
Yeah, I went to a white high school, so we were playing like Roman, which was like the basketball high school in the Catholic League, but like that was. I went to that more black people went there or whatever. It was the straight basketball school, and they were trying to do. White kids were trying to do a 2+2 chant, like that type ignorant, like that type chant or whatever. Because we were slapping them, they were doing a 2+2 chant, and then somehow some way it turned into Tupac's dead.
What's the
just literally 2+2, like basically calling them dumb.
Oh,
like we're slapping you in football, and yeah. I mean, when you look back at it, it's mad racist.
And you niggers can't add.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Was it like a Tupac's dead?
No, it literally we were doing 2+2, and then it morphed into Tupac's dead. But no one knows, bro, because like,
that's even more racist. No. That's even more racist. Hey, your hero got shot, you dumb non-adding ass niggers. That's what that is. Tupac's dead. You chanting it. What are you gonna listen to now? Let me see.
Yeah, Jerv is a part
that's
of
crazy.
Part of some anti-black shit.
Were you clapping and like looking around like, man? Like,
he didn't even understand the process. He knew that shit was cool.
I definitely was doing a 2+2. I'm not gonna hold you. I was definitely doing Tupac too, but it went to Tupac's dead. I was just like, wait, what? Like, what the fuck is going on? And then I went home, turned on MTV, and it was like, oh shit, Pac's dead. Shit's crazy.
Oh, that was how people learn things, ladies and gentlemen, from MTV.
Oh yeah,
they do that.
MTV.
They do that. This is
Kurt Loder, my
MTV
nigga.
News update.
Shouts to Kurt Loder.
Yeah. With the
Trey.
white snow in the background.
Now, Trey, you were what, like 10 years old when Pac got shot?
I was 11. It was a Friday. I was getting ready to go to school, and I don't think I went to school actually that day, because I don't want to say it was just dramatic that niggas just kept me out of school because the Pac died, but yeah, that was interesting, man, because motherfuckers was going outside, like, like opening the door, screaming and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was actually from Compton or some wild shit, but it was crazy because I was dealing with so much death at that time. I didn't even really process that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, after all that shit happened, like, I lost my dad, then Tupac died. My uncle got shot like 2 weeks later in Vegas.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just wild. It was, I mean, my uncle used to bodyguard for them, for Death Row. And they were around during that. Yeah, they were around during that time. So it was like kind of crazy because, like, like, niggas is in the mix. Like, Tupac come to Compton all the time, but like, I don't have a cool story to say, like, yeah, I was with the nigga, or I just knew.
You're 11 years old. If that nigga,
yeah.
That's a pedophilia joke, everyone.
I missed it because I think you froze on my end.
Yeah, you froze.
Oh shit! Damn. I said, and then just let it ride. Then.
All right. So pretty much, yeah. I was 11, and obviously, like, my cousin was like in love with that dude, bro. Like, so you know what I mean? Like, she's like screaming dramatically. You know what I mean? Like,
oh no.
I will say this: like, as I got older, and when I started to do my research and I started listening to their music, I was learning more about him and Biggie. I never really processed till later how young they were when they died. I just figured like, oh, he died. He was like 26 or 27. Like, the fact that he was I think he was 23. Yeah.
He was 25 and Big was like 24.
25.
He's
yeah.
25,
like,
yeah.
Like, I just assumed.
That was my first conspiracy theory.
The Tupac thing?
That he's alive?
Mm-hmm.
That Pac's alive?
Yeah, because like at that time I was old enough to like really have those discussions. Because Machiavelli came out 7 day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? 7 day.
7 day.
Like,
7 days.
And you're like,
the intro shook shot me.
It was like it was some shit like how, bro? How was this? It was like, how is the album out? Like, when you're that young, you can't like process that people actually work on multiple things at once or use their time or like time didn't really exist at that time.
The nigga that told me Tupac's alive, I said, how do you figure? He said, because he has a poster of Tupac wearing like the 13s, and that just didn't come out until like 2 years later. So I'm like, come on, bro. Now I'm telling you, like, the Pac conspiracy theories were definitely, I don't even know if that shit could exist anymore, or maybe it would exist even better in today's day and age, because it was just like, it was one of those things where if the internet existed, it would have spread a lot quicker. But at the same time, if the internet existed, like, there's no way.
It would have debunked a lot of shit, and niggas would have had footage. Niggas would have seen that shit. Like, there's the car. Like, a nigga would have been chasing after the car, trying to stop the car and all kind of shit. But like, that was the first time I was using a computer of me for the wrong shit. I was Googling this nigga's autopsy, and it was a picture on the internet. That was a fake autopsy of his chest open up. And I'm like, this is when I was just like exploration age, right? 11 through 13, I was doing stupid shit, like looking at dead bodies, looking at 1,000 Ways to Die. Remember that shit, Faces of Death?
Yeah, Faces of Death. Yep.
Like, nigga, I'm watching Volumes shit like that.
1-7.
Like I'm so locked into that shit, and it was like basically creating this monster.
Hey, Trey, shout out to E-Bomb's World. Remember that
E-Bomb's World? Yeah, that had the crazy shit.
All the shit.
Yeah.
That's where everybody went.
Nigga, I would be eating cereal watching the nigga use a shotgun with his toe, nigga, blowing his brains out, nigga. Like, how, bro? And just fascinated, like, with death. I don't know why I was locked in like that.
Then Trey went to school.
From TV, Jones.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Come on, man.
Of course.
Yeah, I was locked in, bro. Man. And all that shit, that was like must-see VHS that you had. Like, I'm reading them. I'm not. Those are the things. I remember the first time we got the, oh boy, tape. Nigga, that shit was getting passed
Nah,
around.
I've never watched it.
That I've never watched it. That one, I was
I
like,
watched
not,
it.
What are y'all
I was
talking
like
about?
16 years old. Talking about Kelly, bro.
your boy. Talk about your boy.
Oh,
Chi-Town.
I watched that.
But I was 16, bro. So like when it circulated, I'm like, oh, you got it. Niggas was selling it and just not even
I know.
understanding like
I know.
how crazy
it was out. Trey,
Yeah.
you're right. It was out in these streets. I'm just saying, I was like, no chance, no way.
But I also couldn't process the age,
the legal
of it.
the you could get
I just
arrested for
looking at it
child
like,
pornography part.
Yeah. Well, no, not even that. I didn't even like. You have access now. You can just Google how old the nigga is or who's in the video or blah blah blah. Because it really was just kind of like, yo, you heard about a nigga like a girl peeing or da 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 da, and it's like, what? Man, put that shit. I don't believe that's that nigga.
Well, no,
people had to watch that shit to be like, is it really him? Type thing. Like, let me go see for myself.
Yeah.
Like, and
but that was the main topic of conversation because I remember when he got off, I'm like, man, they said that was that nigga brother, and not knowing without internet resources, you gonna believe dumbass shit like, damn, that nigga probably got a twin brother. Why not?
Remember the Boondocks episode? The nigga had the mask on and it
was
like that fucking Zorro mask.
Yo, I forgot the rumor was that was his brother. Like that was the narrative.
No, niggas was literally saying
that's crazy.
Niggas will make an excuse for anything to save the music they love.
Dog, at one point,
anything. Oh, he took off the red hat. It's all good now. I'm like, okay.
Bro, at one point in the video, he adjusts the camera.
Sorry, Amin.
He fixes the camera to get like the right angle, and I mean the camera is right in his grill, bro. It's obviously.
I mean, still fuck that nigga, but like at that time, I was just too young.
Dog, it was like the dude in. You guys ever seen the movie Role Models? In the beginning of the movie, where Paul Rudd's girlfriend's a lawyer. And she's talking to the client. She's like, yo, I think we should take a plea deal. Like, plea deal? I didn't do it. It's like, but they have a tape like of you. Like, oh, it wasn't me. And then they play the tape. And it's like, who could believe it? Me, Mike Johnson, robbing the bank. Oh, man. Yo, but real quick, I want to touch on something that Sean said that about how Pac and Big, how young they were. I was actually talking to Justin Tinsley about this the other day. I shout out to Tins. I saw him out in DC, and it's crazy because these guys at 24, 25, not only like influential in terms of how everybody wanted to rap and do things, but also like their shit was so complex. Like, forget about rhyming about this shit. Like, I can't even imagine thinking like that when I was 24 or 25 years old. So it was really, I mean, we shit on Pac a lot on this show because it's funny and because the nigga overrated. But I definitely give a lot of props and respect to his ability to impact culture like that in so many different ways at such a young age. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember first reading that and being like, man, I would have bet anything you wanted that he was like 28, 29 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And it also makes like when people, go ahead, Trey.
I was going to say that 96 year, bro, a lot of people don't even know. That nigga was only free for 9 months.
Yep.
He did all that.
He did
9
all that
months. In 9 months, bro. Think about that. All the movies he shot, all the albums he recorded, that nigga did that shit on borrowed time. 9 months. That nigga signed
9
his
months.
freedom away on a fucking napkin, got out on $1 million something bill, came out and worked like a fucking madman.
And
like
then
a
and
madman.
9 months and then took off to Cuba. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
I remember that Cuba shit too, because niggas was believing that too.
Dog, have you guys seen those like those those fake DMs that are going around where it's like, hey, this is Beyonce, this is my other account. I got locked out of my main account. I need like $10,000. I got you at Coachella. Hey, are you? They're like, so there's a bunch of these. One of them is like, yo, this is I can't remember who it was. It's like, yo, this is Sean Penn. I got locked out of my other account. I got you in my next movie. And then he's like, Pac is here with me too. And then the next DM is like, yo, this Pac, where the money at, nigga?
That's hilarious. Yo, you remember Machiavellian niggas was trying to do the word salad and decipher it?
Dog.
Everyone
alive. Was, I'm telling you, the intro. Oh, listen to the end of the intro. He says, Suge shot me in it. And I'm like, okay, let's think about this shit for a second. The nigga recorded after he got shot? Like, how does that work?
Yeah. Even I remember niggas say, nigga, you heard the God bless the dead? The nigga say R.I.P. Biggie. Like, nigga, I'm like, bro, y'all niggas thinking way too hard. But I Am Alive definitely had me one of those conspiracy theories that the nigga was alive for a long time. Love me. Man. That's why ladies love me long time, like Tupac soul.
Yep.
That's why that line exists, bro. Because niggas was not letting that shit go. And then niggas just finally tapped out like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga mom said, all right, cut that shit out.
R.I.P. Pac. Yo, some of us miss you. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I enjoy Juice. I love Gridlocked.
Hey, we got time to touch on Blueprint?
Yes, also, we do. Go ahead.
I was gonna say
in the overflow.
Before y'all jump, rest in peace.
Michael K.
Michael K. But then also Michael K. was discovered by Tupac.
Yeah, that story is wild.
Yeah, he was discovered by Tupac.
Full circle. All right. Well, you heard Sean ask about whether we're going to talk about Blueprint and also Ghetto Fabulous. We are, but not here. We're going to do it on the overflow, which is only for our Patreons. If you're not a Patreon subscriber, what have you been waiting for? Patreon.com/countthethings. You're going to get this exclusive content like this overflow episode. We're going to talk about some anniversaries there. Also, maybe a little bit about the verses that's coming up. I don't know, depending on how bad Jerv want to talk about that. Also, you get the special edition Cinephobe episodes. We drop new ones every month. Some months we drop a couple, so you definitely want to be in on that. And of course, the live shows every Wednesday right here. Patreon.com/countthethings. Anyways, for Black Trey, for Big Jerv, for producer Sean, I'm Amin. Till next week, stay black, motherfuckers.